It was quite the surprise for the fans who had gathered inside the O2 Arena to watch WWE Money in the Bank on July 1st. The promotion broke a tradition and held their first ever mid-PLE outside the United States, and London was handed the honors. The raucous crowd did not disappoint throughout the evening. But one special segment broke the noise barrier and had them shouting at the top of their lungs. It was the return of the Cena leader. The 46-year-old is adored by the WWE Universe, and the O2 Arena added to that growing adulation. John Cena's return was a closely guarded secret, and as soon as his iconic theme music hit and the Titantron displayed his logo, the spectators went wild. But it admittedly made the job tougher for Triple H. Triple H comes clean after John Cena's intense promo. The 16-time world champion did it all. He thanked the crowd, cut an intense promo, and even flexed his muscles. But the highlight surely was Cena's conversation with the crowd. He said that it was the first time in 20 years that a WWE PLE was held in London. He also took a subtle jab at the higher-ups for keeping the city waiting for that long, as the crowd cheered him on. The wrestler-turned-actor next told the spectators that some deemed them as distractions, eliciting unhappy reactions. But he soon got them on their feet by calling them the show. "You are the voice, you are the heartbeat, you're not trying to take over the show, you are the show," he said to a massive roar from the crowd. Cena also told them about his plan to bring WrestleMania to London. This too was met with deafening cheers. After the event, Triple H sat with reporters for the post-event press conference. The game answered questions about the show, including Cena's promo. "First of all, I'd like to say thank you to John Cena for putting me in an enviable position right now. No matter what I say, I'm gonna get battered for it," Triple H said, acknowledging the crowd's reception towards John Cena. But he also came clean on London's chance of hosting the Showcase of the Immortals. "As far as WrestleMania goes, it's tough. I wish it was that easy. I wish it was as easy to say as, like, man, that's phenomenal there. Let's go. We'd be going to a lot of places," he said. Meanwhile, he revealed WWE's future plans during the media interaction. WWE's head of creative says the company is hell-bent on exploring new places after wowing the WWE Universe for decades. Triple H now plays an important role as the promotion's head of creative. He shared the WWE's upcoming plans with the reporters at the aforementioned event. "If you look at this year alone, 2023 alone, 4 of the last 5 premium live events that we have done have been in international destinations," he said. The 53-year-old said events in Montreal, Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia, and London all sold out. He added that it bodes well for the company's plan to go global with their PLEs. "It's a lot more difficult than it appears, but the intent is there. And if there's a way to get a lot of these international events done, we're hell-bent on doing them," he added. Sure, here's a creative piece on Triple H thanking John Cena after an intense Money in the Bank return. The roar of the crowd was deafening. In the heart of London, the O2 Arena was alive with the excitement of WWE's Money in the Bank. The stage was set for a night of unforgettable moments, but no one anticipated the earth-shattering return that would leave everyone in awe. As the night's final match concluded, the lights dimmed, and an unfamiliar theme echoed through the arena. It was a moment suspended in time. The Titantron flickered, and the unmistakable figure of John Cena emerged, breaking through the curtains with his signature energy. The audience erupted in cheers, their voices merging into a unified roar that shook the very foundations of the arena. Triple H stood backstage, watching the spectacle unfold on the monitor. He had anticipated surprises, but this was beyond his wildest expectations. John Cena, a living legend, had returned to the WWE ring at Money in the Bank, and the magnitude of this moment was not lost on anyone, least of all Triple H. Cena's entrance was electric. His mere presence sent waves of nostalgia and excitement through the WWE universe. He stepped into the ring, and with a mic in hand, he began to address the crowd. His words were passionate, filled with gratitude and a promise to make an impact once more. Triple H knew what was coming next, and he braced himself. Backstage, the tension was palpable. Superstars, crew members, and executives huddled around monitors, hanging on Cena's every word. The locker room buzzed with speculation and anticipation. Cena's return was a seismic event, and everyone knew it would have far-reaching implications. As Cena finished his speech, the camera cut to Triple H, who was making his way to the gorilla position. The Game, as he was known, had a steely determination in his eyes. He knew that John Cena's return would shift the landscape of WWE, and it was up to him to navigate this new terrain. Triple H stepped through the curtains, and the crowd erupted once more. The two legends stood face to face in the ring, the atmosphere electric. Cena extended his hand, a gesture of respect and acknowledgement. Triple H shook it firmly, a silent agreement between two warriors who had shared countless battles. With a mic in hand, Triple H addressed the WWE Universe. "You know, John," he began, his voice steady but laced with a hint of amusement, "you've always had a knack for showing up when we least expect it. And tonight, you did not disappoint." The crowd cheered in agreement, their enthusiasm unwavering. Cena smiled, the respect between the two men evident. Triple H continued, "I have to thank you, John. Not just for coming back, but for putting me in an enviable position. Because now, I have to figure out how to handle the aftermath of your return. I'm gonna get battered trying to keep up with the excitement you've brought back to the WWE." Cena chuckled, nodding in agreement. "Hunter, you and I both know that this business is about moments like these. It's about pushing each other to be better, to rise to the occasion. And I have no doubt that you'll handle it with the same intensity and dedication that you always have." Triple H's expression softened slightly, a rare moment of vulnerability. "You're right, John. This business is in our blood. And while it won't be easy, I'm ready for the challenge. For the fans, for the future of WWE, we'll make sure that this return is just the beginning." The crowd roared in approval, their excitement reaching a fever pitch. Triple H and John Cena stood side by side, a symbol of the past and present colliding to shape the future. Backstage, the atmosphere was electric. Superstars whispered among themselves, speculating about the ramifications of Cena's return. Some were excited, others apprehensive, but all knew that this was a turning point. As the show went off the air, Triple H and Cena made their way back through the curtain. The respect between them was palpable, a mutual understanding forged through years of battles and shared experiences. In the quiet of the backstage area, Triple H turned to Cena. "You really know how to make an entrance, John. Thanks for that." Cena grinned, his trademark charm shining through. "Anytime, Hunter. Anytime." The two legends shared a moment of camaraderie before parting ways. For Triple H, the night was far from over. He had a company to run, plans to make, and a new era to usher in. But as he walked away, he couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement. Cena's return was a challenge, yes, but it was also an opportunity. An opportunity to push the boundaries, to create unforgettable moments, and to remind the world why WWE was the pinnacle of sports entertainment. As the night drew to a close, Triple H knew that the real work was just beginning. The road ahead would be tough, but with Cena back in the mix, the possibilities were endless. And for that, he was grateful. Because in the world of WWE, it was moments like these that defined legacies. And Triple H was ready to write the next chapter, battered or not.